Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancier. I wanted to come and say hello. I'm going to pull a few cards to look at the overview of 2019. I'm not going to look at it by months, because if we read the tarot by months and there is a month that there is a difficult card on a certain month, it would eliminate from our mind everything else, and in order to be prepared for this month, which could be tense. But there is no need for tension. Everything is now. Make it so now. All the planets are going to be going direct for 2 months, so it's going to be a great deal of motion forwards, and we probably will see more changes in this year and in 2020 as well. More changes that we haven't seen in decades. And of course, there's been the coming of the personal computers, the internet, and the cell phone, and all those things have changed our life. But there will be very great deal of societal transformation this year. So we don't need to look at the tarot to feel that, to know that. What's potential for us is the 8th of Gabriel this year. Very active activity. Results are not are showing up quickly. Communication is primordial. So it is important to move forward, because expect that everything you ask for will be unfolding. So be ready. What is potential is the solution. The Archangel Zadkiel. Success goes through compromise, self-control and patience, forgiveness and healing energies. So it's about being balanced, being temperate, being the master of ourselves, becoming to never let this dark side of us dominate us. And once we achieve that total sense of mastery, we are elevated into a new level of consciousness and light. For I've spoken about the immortalization of the physical body. For we need to cleanse it up completely, and then we need to align with the divine will in order to create that fusion. But there is a plan in works on the inner earth. The earth, there is the surface world that we know, and there is an inner civilization that we do not know inside the earth, that's maintained the fifth dimension for almost a million years, and so the Agarthen, they call the Agarthen, they have set up some crystal chamber where we'll, at some point when the time will come, where a physical body will be taken from the surface of the earth and will be moved into this crystalline chamber. At which point our consciousness will be moved into the crystal temple of knowledge, and then we'll have to do a whole life review. We'll be alone with God there, and at the end of that, we'll be completely uplifted into this new consciousness, and we'll come out with a new physical body that will be very long lasting. There will be a galactic will come out as galactic beings. So it is part of this transition. So call on Agartha, ask to go visit, to be shown this marvelous world of the inner earth. So then what's in the third house is of mental activity, what we communicate. And here it says the 5 of Raphael. Each thing have a reason for being. Let your regret behind and focus on the chance to access the happiness that is before you. Looking for recomfort. So it's good to reassure yourself, to know that all is well all the time. Ask your guides to be there for you, your angels. They will alleviate all kinds of unnecessary worries. Then in the inner world, in Cancer, in the environment, in the fourth house, most immediate environment, we have the 2 of Ariel. It is a card of luck in general, but here it says you must find a balance. Running after more than one project at a time, making all work becoming more enjoyable. So it's about finding joy in little things, finding the more we can put love and joy into our daily life, the better we'll anchor those energies. In the heart, which is the passion, the creativity, the children, we have the 9 of Michael. And here, it's usually a card that's pretty difficult but here it says, it is unnecessary to worry. Focus on the happiness that you aspire to. Ask the Archangel to liberate you from regret, culpability, and worries. So it's working with the angels whenever there is any sorts of doubts, any sorts of worry, is to eliminate it really quickly, to breathe, to let go, to ask the angels to find a way to not dwell on those old energies and to let them go as much as possible, completely, not as much as possible. Then what we in Virgo, in the 6th house, what we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually is this card of prosperity. It's the King of Ariel, stable, gifted, powerful, prosper. Your projects are happening as it should, professional and financial success. utilize your resources wisely. So it's about administrative wisdom, becoming the master of our life, the king of our kingdom, the emperor of our empire, over this great cosmos. We have this microcosmos, and we have to once we master the energy inside of us, we'll find a great deal of freedom and joy and liberation each and every day, and there will be no more question about why we had to go through all those things that we went to go through once we find this point of freedom. And this is really where we're all moving towards collectively. Or not everybody's on the same path, going in the same speed, or doing it in the same way, but it is all part of the process. We're all growing together, and so it is happening in the social realm, or in the realm of relationship. We have the star, the archangel Jophiel, and she says your dreams is becoming a reality. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So everything will come through the collective unfolding, the collective happening. It's all part of the joy of sharing and receiving and giving. And so our dream will come true in the social plane. So this year there'll be a great deal of transformation. For I know me, I can feel it already. I'm kind of excited about all that is coming, all that is already there, but will manifest shortly. Then in Scorpio, that comes from the depths of the subconscious, everything is touched about death, money, sex, all the deep things of the root. We have the Four of Raphael. It says, look for new possibility, envision the magical aspect of life, become emotionally aware. So it's about trusting the magic. There could be great magic if you believe in the magic. Magic is just a way to say things that are impossible or unlikely are happening, making impossible things happen. But trust the universe has great power through your own inner self and realization. As you believe in the magic, as you follow your guidance, you will find that life can find a miraculous way of unfolding. Then in Sagittarius, which is our laws, our concerns, our philosophy, we have energetic, courageous, optimist. It says, follow your passions. You are ready to undertake a new challenge. Go to start new and stimulating adventures. So we are ready for new adventure. Everything is ready for the new. We are ready. We are standing on the leading edge, waiting in serenity for the unfoldment to happen. What comes to us from the great Mother, from the universe this year is the 8th of Michael. You can be free. Have the courage to change the situation. Not seeing things clearly. So we do need to change certain situation that is within our power to change in order to see the freedom. For it is we are being assisted day by day to gain in courage. The more love and lucidity we have, the more courage is unfolding within us. Then in Aquarius, which is our hopes, our dreams, here we have the Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamer, sincere. The situation gives birth to new emotions, new relations, or invitation to an event. Your intuitions is telling you much. So we are tuning into our intuition. We are following our intuition, and the outcome will be the 3 of Gabriel. The 3 of Gabriel is Pisces is the karma, what is inevitable. And here we have to succeed is to create precaution for success, or to create so that réussir c'est prévoir to anticipate. Success is anticipation. It is time to overcome new frontier. Be optimistic. Optimistic project that manifests as it should. So everything is in the works. Everything is happening already. I'm going to pull a last card as a final outcome. It is the King of Raphael. So it will be for this whole year. It's warm, generous, honorable, and refined. Yes, you can trust. Capacity to accomplish many things at once. Give free course to your artistic passion. So it is symbolized of the great Lord Neptune, the Lord of the ocean, but it is the card of relationship, of deep commitment, of being. It's a card of grace, and so there will be a lot of grace. Make it so now. Let us know that each and every day, new aspect of grace and love will unfold for us. The painting behind me is still still evolving. It's something that I'm still working on, many details. It's not quite finished, but it is growing. They're moving forward. I think it's already really nice, but I think it's going to be when they're completely finished, it will be really quite wonderful. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song of rock and roll, an old era of rock and roll, a song of Led Zeppelin. The song speaks about finding this rainbow bridge, this access to heaven. It's a song about hope. It goes like this. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with her words she can get what she came here for. Ooh, ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voice of those who stand looking. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Your head is humming and it won't go in text you don't know. The piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul, there walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, where all is one and one is all. To be a rock and not to roll, not to roll, not to roll. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful song. It's very poetic, very deep. There's a lot of deep philosophical and spiritual ideas came through this in this rock and roll era through the rock bands. And I'm going to pull a few more cards just to finish. And so the highest wisdom is Greco-Roman, is to connect to that inner, to that memory of this magical time where all kinds of things were possible. And so for the Greek gods and the Greek-Roman gods are the powers of astrology now, Greek and Roman god. So it is important to reconnect to those memories, and to understand how to utilize our power for good. What we need to understand is our fear, is how to face our fear and confront, not even to let go of our fear. There is no more need for fear. Love is the only reality from now on. What we need to do is community life. It's about finding this integration of process, for we live in a global community. I have a global project that I'm looking forward to manifest in this world, and so it will be very exciting. It's about unifying culture. It's about creating a global vision of that will lead us to the first contact and the golden age. It's a new renaissance, but this new artistic renaissance, and a new renaissance that is a rebirth of the art, of the culture, of the vision of seeing. It will not just be a movement for the intellectual or for an elite. It's a global awakening. So everybody will be called to participate in this new renaissance, and we'll find more and more ways to integrate our own thoughts and ideas into this process, so we can participate in the cultivation of that fifth dimensional consciousness and the peace on earth and the abundance for all and the ecological restoration, the reopening to the galactic planes, and at which points we'll be invited to discover a magnificent galaxy, for our earth is magnificent, but the whole galaxy is magnificent in truth. And the outcome is karmic relationship. It's all relationships are serving a function, are serving so focus on the loving relationship. Let go of those who do not bring you joy. And once we face our fear, we can use the Celtic understanding, is this connection to the magic world, of the magic kingdom, the power of trees, the power of nature, the power of the invisible world. So all of this is before us. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful new year, of course. And for the last card is to rejoice. Rejoice. You are entering into a magic time. Rejoice. You're gonna be entering into the realm of the gods. Rejoice. You are becoming a galactic human beings. Rejoice. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Stay within this frequency. Cultivate your love and light, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Namaste.